We're gonna take a look at the capital of South Korea, Seoul. And what I just noticed is that it's very close to North Korea. Here's North Korea's border right here, and here's Seoul. And Seoul seems like a very large city. I don't know exactly how many people live there, but I would say a couple million. Even just a little bit outside of Seoul, there's a lot of people in this area here. And I don't know anything about South Korea. I don't know too much at all. I've never been there, and I don't know what it looks like. And here we're gonna put the little man in there, and we're gonna take a look. So here's the main city, the skyscrapers, and right from the beginning I can see there's a construction, so it's the city in development. It looks very clean. The city looks kind of new. The buildings look nice. I see a lot of business people. I see these crates. I'm not sure what they're used for. Here's an older type of building. Here's Royal Hotel, so maybe that's something from the US. It says World, some type of store that says World, so they don't just use these South Korean characters, but they do use some English in here also, like Korea Grand Sale. I can see that they drive a lot of Hyundais, so it doesn't seem like there's a lot of cars outside of Korean cars. So they must be very patriotic. Here's the bus station. I wonder what type of buses they have. Looks like Hyundai buses also. I didn't even know that Hyundai makes buses. But it seems very clean. These trees are like trees you find more in like northern forest areas. Look at these trees. I've never seen trees like these before. It looks way different. Oh, here I just saw a BMW. And here's a Chevy, so there's some foreign cars. The majority are Korean. There's some ads here. And these buildings look very Asian. This is a plain building. It looks kind of ugly. Now this is a large building. Okay, they've got some type of tower here. Okay. Oh, there's some rocks. Now they're building something here. So it looks like some of the restaurants have English names on them. The Seoul, it's also kind of English. Oh, here's an iPhone ad. Here's some more Hyundais. Let's go up the hill and see what's over here. It says Seoul Cartoon Museum. Something to do with cartoons here. So they have a lot of trees in the center of the city, so I'm kind of surprised by that. Hey look, they like Elvis. Here's Elvis and Presley. Tribute to his life. So they like Elvis there. And they even have a 7-Eleven. Some type of food place here. Okay, let's go look somewhere else. And so, let's go kind of further away from the main part of the city. Let's go right here. Okay, so this doesn't look too nice anymore. It looks kind of old. There's a Mercedes. There's some bicycles. Oh, these buildings look old. Very old. Everything's cluttered. Look at this. It's like they've got little areas for their trash. So even like outside the main city, they have English words like chemical and fax. And they've got some clothes outside here. It's kind of strange. A lot of stores with a lot of things on the street they're trying to sell. So this part of the town doesn't, this part of the city doesn't look too well. It looks kind of less wealthy, kind of poor. Looks like some people might be kind of less well off. There's a lot of people walking. I know these stores look kind of plain. They've got all these wires all over the place. This doesn't even look safe. It looks like it might like fall on the street. It doesn't look organized. They've got more of these wires everywhere. Yeah, these wires look kind of ugly. They've got these ads everywhere and these Asian characters. There's another one-day bus. But there isn't that much graffiti, so that's a plus. A store called Dream Plus. Fuji Xerox. And look at all these wires. Man, they have to do something about their wires, because this looks terrible. This building looks almost like a prison. It's got these little windows there. I've got some trees here. I've got some type of highway up there. Or maybe that's more like a train or subway. I've got these crazy wires again. Okay, let's go look somewhere else. I'm gonna look over here. This doesn't look too nice either. It says these are from 2014. And again, these wires are all over the place. They're not organized. Got these little tiny stores. Looks like they're selling fries, but I'm not sure if that's what that is. This looks like it's in the fall. There's another one-day bus, right? I don't know, this part of the city doesn't look too interesting either. The main part looked really nice. Hey look, here's a Chrysler 300. Okay, let's go somewhere else. Let's look at this area. I wonder what this is. But this looks like some type of factories, maybe. Let's see. No, these are office buildings. This looks a little better. They don't have all these wires all over the place, but they have trash like out on the street. They probably don't have any alleys. Looks like an Audi here, and maybe a Ford. A lot of business people. More trash. Looks like a park for kids. Looks kind of poor though. Maybe these are apartment buildings and office buildings. These are some big buildings here. Looks like they're building more buildings. Nothing really interesting in this part of the city. Let's go look somewhere else. Let's go look here in this area. I can't even pronounce these cities. This looks like some type of highway system. Hey, look, here's a one-day truck. They got a one-day everything. Just a bunch of traffic. Let's go somewhere else. Okay, what other place can we see here? Let's go kind of further away from the city. Let's go over here. So it is a very large city, because wherever I go, they have these skyscrapers or these large buildings. And these are very large also, and it's further from the main part of the city. Look, they've got an umbrella to protect from the heat. Somewhere Hyundai's. Look at this building. It looks a little bit different. They've got all these characters, these ads on them. I bet this is a place where they go shopping for clothes. There's another type of building, kind of, with all these ads. Let's go over here. Where's this? Another Hyundai bus. A lot of Hyundai buses. Nothing too interesting here either. Let's go somewhere else. Looks like they've got some type of mountains here. Let's see. Let's go here and take a look. Yeah, so they do have some hills there. Got some more Hyundais. This must be like some type of farmer's market. These buildings look kind of cheap. Not maintained too well. These trees look kind of strange. Maybe it's like the winter or the fall. Now again, they've got these wires all over the place. Yeah, they've got these like apartment buildings. They've got a lot of these buildings everywhere. Latte Mart. I wonder why they just don't write this in South Korean, but they use English. Okay, let's go somewhere else. Let's go closer to the city. They've got some type of stadium. I don't see that they don't really have any large highways. It's another thing I noticed. We'll look at one more place. Let's look at this mukdang. So mukdang looks kind of like the rest of Seoul. Looks kind of bland. Looks like maybe, oh, this is August of 2015. Looks like it's really crowded over there. Like not a lot of room. Their streets are wide, but I haven't seen too many highways though. Got a lot of tall buildings. People on bicycles. They've got these garages. I can't read any of this, so I'm not sure what this is. Let's go look at the store. The store look kind of cheap. What is this? This looks like it's a homeless man here. Someone homeless. This looks like maybe it's like a kid's area. Oh, they've got chicken. Oh, chicken here. A lot of kids here. Some type of clothing. Maybe starting out with a restaurant. Looks kind of like a restaurant. Looks like... See, this looks kind of cheap here. So they have pictures of like European or American ads here. some type of store called Azarel. So it looks like they do like the Western type of culture, but they mostly drive Hyundais, and they don't have too much graffiti. But some of the buildings need to be painted like this one. The street is interesting. It's a different color. Oh, this looks like some type of a highway or maybe a train. I've got this park here. Looks interesting. Here's a parking garage. Some more people selling food. Oh, here's the highway that we were just under. So they've got these skyscrapers, these large buildings again. There's some construction equipment. It's a very large city. Here's a nice view of everything. Some traffic. I haven't seen too much traffic. Looks like smog here. What are these people doing? Enjoying the outdoors. Let's go over here. That looks very nice. It is another place I'd like to visit someday. Just because it seems so large. But I'd probably get lost because, well, it's a very large city. Okay, so we're off the highway now. I'm not sure where we're at. Looks like an air conditioner there. Some more Hyundai signs. This looks like a European truck. Let's see here. Oh no, I'm back on the highway. Okay, so there's South Korea.